Hello and welcome back to KXAN Plus. I am your host, Esmeralda Zamora, and today, as we do every Monday, we have our Simple Health segment with our KXAN Simple Health expert, Jose Torres. Jose, thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Esme. Thank you again for having me today.
Of course, as always, we love to talk about simple health here at KXAN. But before we move on, please give us a brief rundown of what simple health is and why we cover it.
You know, as a stroke survivor and a diabetic warrior, I understand how hard it can be when you're trying to research things about how to research the things that you are trying to uncover about, whether it's an illness or you wanted to learn about new treatments. And what we try to do for you here at KXAN Simple Health is to make that more digestible and empower you with information that is easy to understand. And again, like as a stroke survivor, it was hard dealing with that right off the bat because I didn't know what was going on. So we try to, again, empower you with information and make that easy for you.
Yes, make things a little simpler. And some things that we've learned here throughout our Simple Health time is that there are many different types of being healthy, working out, different types of fitness. Today specifically, we're talking about Hyrox. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. So do you know how to move your legs?
Yes.
Do you know how to move your arms?
Yes.
Oh, well, then you're perfect for this.
No.
But we have a special guest with us today. His name is Gus Mankey. He can tell us all about it because he is a pro, and not just a pro. He is like, he's placed very high, I think even first place. So Gus, welcome to KXAN Simple Health. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me, Jose and Esme.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about it. What is Hyrox?
What is Hyrox? Hyrox is the fitness race for everybody, and everybody included, everybody can do this race because it is very accessible. It's a very low skill combination of running and lifting.
So it's a race. It's a type of race?
Yes. So you do 8 runs and 8 workouts back to back, and everyone does them on the same course inside of the same convention center room or sometimes in stadiums. And it's a great all day, all weekend event.
You say Hyrox is for everybody. Why is it for everybody?
Yeah, it's for everybody because you can have professionals do it, or you can have someone who's kind of doing their first race ever. Maybe you've only done a 5K or a 10K road race before and you're looking for something a little different. It's very low skill, so there's no barbells or pull-ups or movements that you might get stuck on. All these movements are things that you can incrementally work towards and take away or slowly chip away at.
And so we have some video here that you provided to us just to give us an example of what Hyrox is. And again, it looks intimidating, but the organizers of this event say it's a race for everybody. So any shape, any size, any age, any fitness level, right?
Yes. It also, I've seen a lot of people in the adaptive division as well. So I've seen people do this in wheelchairs, people do this that have never done a race before, and you can take as long as you want. It's also very low pressure because everyone is going all at once. So there's multiple heats. So there's no one watching you finish last or first. You're all kind of mixed together, which makes for a great race environment because you have everybody cheering all of their friends and family.
It sounds like fun.
What got you into Hyrox? Because Hyrox has been around since 2017 in Europe, but it's slowly is starting to make its way here in the U.S. Well, actually, it's been
It's
here.
going fast.
Yeah. It's grown. Tell me what got you into it.
Yeah, so like many people, I've done races before, or I work out in the gym, but there's no real way to kind of combine them and make it a single tangible goal. And I think goals motivate a lot of people, right? Having something on the calendar to work towards can be really helpful and motivational when you're looking for something more in the gym. So I signed up for one of these races when I was training for a half Ironman, and I fell in love with the concept of mixing running and lifting together.
And all right, let's brag a little bit about you. Tell me about your placements.
Yeah, so I've been doing Hyrox now for 3 years. I've gone to the World Championships twice. It's getting harder and harder every year to go. I don't even know if I'll qualify this year. And that's totally okay because it's getting more popular and there's more advanced athletes and intermediate athletes and beginners joining in the fun. But I also placed first place in Dallas 2 years ago. So that was a great accomplishment. But again, it's getting more and more competitive. So not by any fault of my own, but people are really loving this sport, and it's pulling in people from college athletes to recreational gym goers to kind of give it a whirl. And you can compare your time with anyone across the globe because it is the same race in every location. So I think that's a really great attractive element of this race.
Yeah, because you would think like, oh, a marathon, oh, it's just 26 miles, but every course is different, every city is different, every terrain is different.
Yeah.
This is not the case.
So there are slight variations in each course location, but otherwise it is very standardized. It is very similar. It's always 8 runs, 1 kilometer each, and it's always the same 8 stations. So it's great to kind of compare that and see how you progress over the season or even over multiple years. So.
And also the cool thing about it that you said was it's accessible, so anybody can do it. And you said it's elite athletes, but somebody like me or Esme who are new at fitness or who maybe feel intimidated, you said people walk through this race.
Absolutely. So again, you don't have to be a marathon runner to do this. You don't have to be someone that goes to the gym every day, right? This is something that if you maybe go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week and you're looking for something to motivate you to do more and maybe to try running a little bit more than you normally would, it's a great goal to work towards.
And for somebody who's interested in taking part in this type of exercise, are there any coaches out there that you can ask to help you out or train you?
Absolutely. There are so many different coaches and gyms across Austin that are offering this. I'm one of them. I work out and coach at Correct Fitness, formerly On It. But there's so many gyms across East Austin, North Austin. Yeah, you can see us working out here on my Sunday 11 a.m. Hyrox class.
How does that class usually go? Like, walk us through the class.
Yeah, we will do a warm-up all together and then a quick activation. I'll explain the workout, and then we'll normally do a strength workout to start and then a cardio workout to finish. So it's all kind of rolled into 1 hour, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of people meet other friends to do races with here, and it's really become a great Sunday ritual for us.
So and there's community. There's a lot of people that are smiling.
Yeah. It's one of my friends even joked, he's like, it's become a bit of a dating scene now too. So maybe we're pulling away from the run clubs a little bit.
That's so funny because we did a segment last week about the Zilker relays, and the organizer of that race told us that somebody fell in,
got engaged.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so there's love in fitness, right? I don't know.
Yeah, there's love in fitness, there's beauty in the struggle, right? And in the pursuit of a higher goal and doing something that you might be sitting here listening, oh, that's not something I could do. But, if you decide and you commit to it, you are starting down an amazing journey and a beautiful path for yourself. And yeah, who knows who you might meet along the way.
And just like a marathon race or any fitness event, like even any kind of sporting game, when you go there, you feel the energy, and being a spectator, you kind of almost feel influenced to do it the next, enter the race the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Spectating is a lot of fun as well. Keep in mind, you do have to buy spectator tickets now because the sport's getting so popular and so many people want to watch their friends and family do this. So it's fun. Now,
tell us from start to finish, what does Hyrox, in your view, since you've done it so many times, how would you describe it?
Yeah, so a short description would be, again, those 8 runs and 8 movements. They're always the same. You train really more like a runner that does some lifting rather than someone in the gym every day that's doing a little bit of running. And that's really ideal because this is an endurance event. It takes most people about 60 minutes for the pros, all the way to 90 minutes for maybe the more intermediate or beginner athletes to complete this. But again, there's no real limit or someone going to kick you off the course. It's all indoors, so you're not going to get rained on. It's a really fun time.
And there's an open division, there's a pro division, doubles, and a team relay. So Esme and I, we just need to find 2 more people.
Absolutely.
And we can do a relay. And then the beauty about relay is that you get to pick the ones that you want to do, right?
Absolutely, yes. So if you're thinking about it and you're out on the fence, you can pick a friend and you guys can suffer together and train together. You can do, as you just said, opens. You can do pro weights. You can do that single or with a partner. And if you do it with a partner, you basically run together the whole thing, but then you can split up the workstations however you want. So it could be 90-10, 50-50, whatever sort of ratio or preference you have.
And correct me if I'm wrong, did your dad do this with you too?
Yes, I had a great time doing this with my dad. Love him very much. He's 59 and raced with me up in New York last June.
What was his take on it?
He loved it. He's a CrossFit guy. He actually got me into CrossFit back in the day. And now I'm getting him into Hyrox. So it's been a fun little transfer of interests and passions. And I'm really just super excited I got to do that. Really core memory.
So Hyrox came to Austin in 2022. They haven't been here since, but they held other events in Dallas and Houston because they're so close. I'm assuming that's why they're not doing it in Austin.
There's many reasons, but yes, it's mostly in Houston and Dallas right now.
Now, since 2020, that's the first time I heard of Hyrox. It exploded. Why do you think it's so popular?
Yeah, I think it is so popular because they call it the Marathon of Fitness. It is a standardized single event, and you know exactly what you're signing up for, right? There's not any sort of mystery of like what the movements might be, or it's going to be harder or different or easier one day. You know exactly what to expect, and you have a whole convention center or stadium full of people supporting you and rooting you on. So I think that's really an attractive element. Plus, again, having a standardized competition to put on your calendar and work towards.
So they're in 11 countries and 30 different cities. So these are like destination races.
Yes, and they're putting them in more and more fun locations.
So you're a coach. Tell us if Esme and I went there, what would you put us through?
If you came to my class?
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, I can walk through the, do you want to walk through the course again? Yeah, so we want to train the stations, but you also can't do all 8 of them in one class. So we might just pick 1 or 2 areas to focus. So here you see some people are on the ground doing push-ups, and that would transfer quickly to the burpees. That's one of the stations in Hyrox. You also have the rows and the ergs, and those are pulling movements. So I might have you guys do some intervals on the ergs as well. It's really interesting because endurance sports teach you that you don't just get better by going like an average pace every day. It's better for you to go really slow on some days, slow and long distance, or go really fast and intense with breaks in between on your hard days.
And this is a functional fitness sporting event. So this is great for cardiovascular health. So really, it's really beneficial to try something like this.
Absolutely.
Okay, what about nutrition? How do you prepare for that?
So like any endurance event, carbs are your best friend here. I know a lot of times people kind of conflate that with not the healthiest diet, but really it's about whole foods, getting in carbs, getting in during your longer runs, simple sugars in, and a lot of salt, especially when you're sweating this much in Austin.
That is true, yeah. So Esme, the one in Dallas sold out, right? I believe within minutes or an hour?
Yes.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah.
But there is one in March in Houston. So we can wait for the weather to cool down and then start training for
Absolutely.
it.
I don't know if it's going to take me 90 minutes. It might take me like 200 minutes to finish that.
It could be a cool New Year's resolution to start and train for that March race in Houston. So
That is very true. Where do you see yourself in coaching in Hyrox?
Yeah, so I've started a little business and I coach people individually. I also coach in a hybrid animal boot camp, I call it, out of a gym called Grip for Longevity in South Austin on South Congress. And I help people who are athletes but are training for their first race and kind of want to learn the ropes, literally and figuratively. I also enjoy coaching these group classes at On It, formerly On It, now Correct Fitness, and been having a blast down there too. We really bring the energy, bring the sweat, and it's a fun time.
What is some advice that you would give to someone who is maybe thinking about starting a journey like this or thought about it but is hesitant? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I would think about what are the things in your life that you remember the most, right? And usually they are the more challenging things you choose to take on. I'm not a dad, but I know that raising kids is one of those big things. They're the most fulfilling things in life. Or deciding to pursue a degree, or maybe taking on a big challenge in a family role. So this is one of those elected, I like to call it chosen suffering, but towards a greater goal, probably health and improving yourself and bettering your fitness and your longevity as a human being. in a fun way that kind of has a memorable event attached to it. So that's just one thing I would kind of consider as you're thinking about, hey, is this something that maybe I want to do? Because I don't think I've ever met anyone that finishes and crosses that finish line and says, oh, I wish I didn't waste my time doing this. No, they all love it. So, yeah.
Nice.
And you learn things about yourself through the training process and the actual race.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Training, just like any endurance sport, marathons, half marathons, triathlons, Hyrox, they take a lot out of you, and they teach you a lot about yourself and bring you closer to new groups of friends, training partners, and family alike.
So if people are interested in learning more about Hyrox or learning more about your journey or in the classes you teach, how can they get a hold of you?
They can find me on Instagram. I'm at the Hybrid Goose. You can also look up everything online, Hyrox related, hyrox.com. Their Instagram page also has a lot of the details about the upcoming races and when they're going to release new tickets. That's Hyrox America.
Nice. And Jose, you have an article published right now on our website. Tell us about the article.
Yeah, so I spoke to Gus here a few days ago, and just to kind of get a better understanding of Hyrox. And so in that conversation, he gave me some helpful information, and I put that all in there for you in this web story. He also provided these photos here, so we have a slideshow, so you kind of have an idea of the events that he was talking about. The workout stations, and look at him, he's there at the podium, and the next one I think is with your dad, I believe.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. So we have some slideshows there. We have links to Gus's Instagram page and pages, and we explain Hyrox for you, and hopefully I'll motivate somebody here at work, or maybe more than one.
Or maybe we can create a big team so we can all be together and do it together.
Yeah, relay.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for joining me here on Simple Health. It was a pleasure to have you as our guest and Jose again as our co-host. Jose, we'll see you next week, and we will see you online. If everyone has time, go to our website and hit those links to find his profile and follow all of the accounts.
And lace up your shoes.
Yes, lace up your shoes. Thank you so much for joining us. See you soon.
Thank you.